Hello and welcome everybody to the first episode of Dead in Vinland. I'm so excited to be here with you and to experience this adventure together. So I've been following this game for quite a while and it just looks so much fun. It did look a lot like Darkest Dungeon is what it reminded me of. So we are definitely going to check it out today, and if we do like it after the first episode, which I'm going to call Let's Try, we're going to turn it into a full Let's Play, and I'm actually pretty sure it's going to become a full Let's Play, because I'm super stoked for this. Let's jump right in and see what we can do here. Let's start a new game. We are going to call ourselves, obviously, Josiah, because why wouldn't we? We have to pick the difficulty level, which... yeah, we're just gonna stick to the normal. True Vikings don't need no checkpoints, they live from day to day. Basically, this is gonna be Iron Man mode. We're gonna play it as Iron Man, but because there's always something going wrong with the recording, I'm not gonna tick it. But we are gonna play it as if it was an Iron Man. We will leave the tutorial on and skip the first introductory dialogue so that you can start playing right away if you already know the story of the game. We don't know the story yet, we want to experience the story to our fullest, so we won't check that. And we're gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna shut up for the intro sequence.
I've always had simple needs. A roof. A family. A peaceful life. But, like the skalds sing, you can't always get what you want. And what the gods gave me was fire and steel.
Kill the bastard!
They screamed. Luckily, we were warned in time. I can't forget the tears of my beloved Bloodywed when they burned down our house. Our memories. I yelled, "Drop these bags and row if you want to live." We barely escaped on a stolen boat, with no map and no destination. They didn't bother to follow us. No turning back. We were exiled. This is how our miserable journey began. We drifted for days. Depressed, hungry, lost. We thought we had reached the end of the world, when the gods sent us the most terrible storm. Our fate was decided. Death. Oblivion. Then, we saw it, coming out of nowhere. Salvation. Or Loki's dirty tricks. The gods are playing with us. But I just know that we must survive.
I'm like stuff home. So that went well for us, didn't it? Anyways, so we are on our own little island right now. Well, it's not our own, but we did just arrive on our island. Do keep in mind this is blind, so I don't know the story, but I do know that we start on an island and need to survive here, basically. So that's what the game's gonna be about. Bloodowid, Kari, Moira, where are you? I'm sorry if I'm butchering any of the names. You know how terrible I am with names. But I think he just called her Bloodowid. We're here, honey. We're fine. Odin be praised. Bloodowid was the wife. I think I read in the press release that Moira is the sister. The Allfather hasn't completely abandoned us, it seems. I wouldn't have bet on it, considering the last turn of events. Carrie, are you alright, my child? Okay, so she's our daughter. Yeah, Mom, I'm great. Our home burned, Njord's best storm in our asses, and Dad's perfect landing on the sharp shocks of an unknown island. A perfect day. She's the perfect teenager. I already love this. Comfort her, joke with her, or scold her. Okay, we can't scold her. She's obviously a teenager and she's been through a lot. We can't scold her. I think she's too old for comfort, right? Like, she doesn't want to be comforted. She doesn't want to be, oh, poor little girl, we'll take care of you. She wants someone to acknowledge her as the grown-up she is about to be. So we're gonna joke with her. In our misery, we can be thankful that we didn't get Njord's rot up our asses. Believe me, honey. Ooh, that's a dirty joke right there. Ugh, gross. I'm going to throw up. Alright, we did get rid of some depression, and she likes her more. Because they've been talking about rots and asses, and that's one way. Yeah, well, that's cute and all, but what do we do now? Do you have an idea where we are, Eirik? Eirik, no, we drifted far to the west and over many days to the end of the world as we know it. Never heard of an island that far to the west. I don't think any Norseman ever went here. Yeah. For those who don't know, Vinland is the country, let's call it, that's been named. Basically, it's America. You know how the Viking are said to have discovered the Americas long time ago, and that part is considered to be Vinland. So yeah, we just landed in America. I don't think any Norseman ever went here. We should explore the vicinity and see if we can find someone that could help us. I hope that someone doesn't turn out to be a frost giant. Or worse, with a smirk. We'll see. The family, still disoriented by the shipwreck, started to look around. They decided to walk away from the sad remains of their ship and to explore the woods. The forest was as silent as themselves. The atmosphere was getting tense when... Look! Over there! A track! Carrie rushed to the path, and the others followed her. They continued like this for almost an hour, and when they finally found the end of the path, outside the forest. A wooden shack, just here. Doesn't seem to be inhabited though. It's ours now, or look for survivors. Are we armed? You know what? We are Vikings, okay? So it's ours now. What do we do now? There's no hope of turning back to our home. Only fire and steel await us there. Yeah, and by the way, you just crashed your ship, so we must start a new life here. It may be a land of new possibilities for us, as long as we stick together. Do we actually... I didn't miss it, right? We don't actually know why he was hunted, was he? I'm thankful to Frick to be able to endure this hardship with my husband, my dear sister, and my daughter. Okay, so Moira actually is this sister. The poor man stranded on this island with 3 women. That's gonna be fun. Without my family, I wouldn't have the will to fight and live. We're here for you, sister. But I still hope this cursed island is inhabited. Time will be very long if it's just the 4 of us. We'll need husbands if we want to repopulate the island. Right, Carrie. Oh, with a wink. Yeah, right. Let's repopulate. No way ever. You can stay in bed with your dirty dreams. I'm going to explore this island and make it mine. she's so perfectly the little rascal. I love it. Listen, everyone. Now's not the time for jokes. Oh, right, the father was standing right there when she was talking to her about repopulating the island. Moira, goddammit, it's his daughter. Anyway, listen everyone, now it's not the time for jokes. We still have plenty to do if we want to survive. We still have enough portable water for a few days if we ration ourselves. But we can't rely on that. I found 2 big barrels that we can use as containers for our water. Okay, we just got 2 green water and 2 blue water. Don't forget, don't drink water coming from the rivers before boiling it. You'd be sick to death. Actually, I think you can drink river water, right? You're not supposed to drink out of standing water, but I always thought you can't drink flowing water. So that means we need to build a fire. Quickly. I only have one fire mushroom left. Here, take it. It's Tinder. Why does everything in this game seem to be looking for a date? Anyway, good. We'll need to build a lot of things if we want to settle here. I'll set up a workshop with a few tools where we can work quietly. But I love that she used the word quietly there. Like, let's just not talk to each other, okay? But we'll need resources. Wood, stone, ropes. We can scavenge wood from our ship for now. We still had a bit of food left on it too. We should go fetch it. Yes. But it won't last long. We mustn't rely on that too much. True, but mostly he said rope, and I'm sure there's a lot of rope on a ship. Like, there's probably way more rope on a ship than you'll ever need living on an island. Because ships take rope like crazy, right? Yeah. I looked around on some things we could use. Check it out. Oh wait, that's correct. I looked around and found like some things we could use. Check it out. We got some wood. We got some rope. Sweet. And we got 2 stones. Nice. Good job, Carrie. Why are you looking away from her? Good job. I'm not looking at you. We should explore the surroundings some more. We may have found food, resources, and whatnot. And beasts and traps. I agree, we should go explore. But be careful. We don't know what to expect. Yeah, I mean, okay, she's the mother. She has to be worried for her child. Like, the child definitely wants to run off, and she's like, no, kitty, stay here. Let's start working on this camp. We have plenty to do. True. Tavern is a turn-based game, so you can always take your time to think. Each day is divided into 3 phases, morning and afternoon, during which your characters can perform various tasks on the camp. And the night, when they discuss, eat, drink, and rest a little before the next day. Fair enough. Your most critical resources are fire and water. Always keep an eye on their level. So we got 2 green water, 2 blue water, and no fire. And now fire is completely off. You can light a fire using 5 wood and 1 tinder. Let's keep that in mind. 5 wood, 1 tinder. Once you lit it, you need to feed it some wood when its intensity decreases. Be careful though, without fire the family won't hold for long, and tinder is pretty scarce. Alright. They also can survive drinking non-potable water, so it needs to be purified into potable water. By boiling it, notice the decrease of fire intensity in the process. These will definitely require some fine-tuned management. Oh, out of 1 green water we only make 0.5 blue water, and it does take fire. Alright, let's make 3 water. Now it's time to assign some tasks to our characters. There's still some supplies left in your shipwreck. Someone should take care of scavenging it. Let's go to the sidebar. For now, drag Moira and Robber into the search slot. We'll do that. Great, let's see later how to execute all the assigned tasks. Sure. To fetch water supplies. And we want our wife to do so. Did she just put on a different dress? Was she always wearing this? You need to upgrade your camp to be able to decently live here. The workshop enables the crafting activity and contains many ways to improve your camp. You can build new activity stations and also upgrade existing ones. Sweet! So we're gonna get that. We assign Eric. Some stations have a vision. Let's click on it. Choose a crafting plan. What is a pretty basic resource? We needed to make fire. Useful to keep the fire blazing and craft some more things. It's probably a good idea to build a lumber camp as soon as possible. Sure will do. We need 10 wood, 5 rope. No, we need 5 wood. The way it's written, it says it needs 10 out of 5. Oh no, it probably means we have 10 wood out of the 5 wood we need. It's gonna take 5. So that only leaves us with 5 wood for now. It's currently damaged, and within the hammer I can click here to repair the stations. There's so many things to think about. I'm gonna forget all of this by tomorrow. Every station apart from shipwreck and expedition camp deteriorate a bit every night, and every time they are being used by some characters. Low condition means lower efficiency, and be sure to repair. Right? Oh, I used the 2 stones my daughter gave me. Alright. The shelter I can fix with some wood. The sleep quality is pretty bad. Good. Excellent. Perfect. Let's keep it like this maybe for the moment. I feel like that's as good as we get it for the moment. Last but not least, explorers. Remember, the family just arrived on an unknown island. Who knows what they will find? Resource dangers, maybe even people. Let's hope we find people. I want more people. I love Kari. Everything about her is just epic. Like, just look at her. She's got the typical teenage like, don't talk to me. Yeah, don't look at my food. You're making it uncool. Yes, I just quoted John Oliver, I think it was. Alright, she got us some rope, some wood, and some fabric, and some fish. And some fish bait. And some ointment. And some other ointment. And she's gotten pretty tired. And pretty depressed. Oh no, they made me work. Okay, we've used the wood. We've used the rope. We knew that would happen. He's halfway done building a lumber camp. Awesome. And she got us 6 liters of green water, but we only use the blue water, it says. So we're gonna... I only have 2.5. This becomes 3 blue water. So she used some portable water to explore. This... minus 0.5 potable water. That explains it. Looks like Carrie just finished exploring a new area of this island. Let's have a look and see what's there using the map. We will. Click on the red exclamation mark. Yay! Let's click on it. Every area contains exactly one thing you can interact with. Find it and click on it to display all the actions. Fix the mount. The red ones indicate that you won't be able to do any other action afterwards. Please note that performing these actions won't affect the time of the day. Alright. So I can do all of them, basically. Dirty clothes. Inspect. Search for the owner. Let's have a quick look at them. You see a bunch of dirty clothes on a makeshift drying pole. Judging from the very, very bad scent coming from them, you don't expect to see a naked, angry man reclaiming them anytime soon if you steal them. Let's see if we find him lying around here. She is very stealthy, so we are definitely using Moira. Not Moira, Kira? Kira. Those clothes may have been put to dry eons ago, but they were never put there by themselves. You decide to investigate what happened to the owner. You follow the sound of water to a small river. The owner lies there, crushed by a fallen tree. You soon find the cause of his predicament. A beaver dam stands across the riverbed. Death by beavers. What an unlucky bloke. I think this is a skill check. She's handling it fairly well. I mean, okay, her home has just been burnt down. So, I kind of want to loot the corpse, but since there is a check here and she's doing pretty well with it, I feel like we should do that. So let's search it. Yes! A hook's always good. Well, at least you found an easy wood stockpile. You get as much wood as you can, wary of the furry residents. We got 6 wood. Sweet. Awesome. Very, very good. She's also... Can't I loot the corpse now? I kind of want to loot the corpse now. Okay, he's not going to need it anymore, so we're just going to take the corpse. The clothes. You go scavenge them. It's not a theft when you take someone else's garbage, is it? Also, it's not a theft if you take a dead guy's things when you are on a lone island. Take the clean ones only. Take everything. Take everything. Quickly take everything you can. While carrying your loot back to the camp, you feel the back of your neck itching. Ugh. Some of the clothes were covered in mold and worms and whatnot. You throw up, clean your mouth with a dirt-covered sleeve, and resume walking, sick of this life. Aww. Aww. Stinky. To be fair, she's a teenager, okay? She probably isn't... She's probably a little bit on the stinky side anyway, right? Let's not mince words here. Some items are usable, which means they can be used instantly on any character. Those are very helpful to keep them up and running, so you could definitely remember to use them. You can access the use item pop-up via the sidebar, or by directly clicking on the character. Sweet, let's do it. Send to shelter, use an item. It says use item. Try using an item on a character who needs it most, or because you have a personal preference. It's up to you. she's pretty tired. We only have... I actually don't think I wanna... The only things we have here in usable is... protects from the plague and... Okay, this cures depression, this cures sickness, but I don't think I have particularly depressed or sick character. I think I want to hold on to it for now. Damn it! I've given it to her. I thought I'd get out this way. I'm gonna do it, but it's okay. It reduced the sickness. In order to manage properly the family's well-being and efficiency, your most valuable assets in this character sheet, where you can find all the pieces of information. Sure. Let's look at your character sheet. Here are her skills. The health of a character is composed of these 5 things. If anything reaches 100%, she dies. And if any of them die, I lose. The family must survive, okay? Everyone has different skills. She's very agile and stealthy. She's courageous. She's a good hunter, exploring, scavenging. Okay. I'm strong, constitution, fishing, exploration, forestry, cooking, scavenging, intelligent. She's very intelligent. She's very charismatic. She's got a good constitution. And she's extremely intelligent. She's like smarter than all of us combined. She's also very knowledgeable. Alright, I get it. Works for me. Skills are grouped into 4 categories, each of which is being negatively affected by different elements of the health of the character. Oh, okay, okay. So she's gonna perform worse at mental things if she's very tired, for example. Makes sense. Oh, and she's got traits. Minus 25 to fatigue increase. Sweet. Can't stay in place. Scatterbrain. Annoying. She's just annoying. Like, I'm totally not. And she's stinky. Oh, but only for 4 days. She only stinks for 4 days because of the worms. You know, you could use water to get rid of the worms. There is dirty water you can use. Anyway, every task in the camp is associated to a skill, and character with a higher skill will yield better results, obviously. Once everything seems fine, click the next button and end the phase. Sure. More wood. More rope. More fabric. Nice. More raw fish. More arrows. But she's getting pretty tired at this point. And slightly depressed. He's probably gonna finish the wood thingy, right? Yes! Awesome. The island is covered in a beautiful forest, so finding trees is not a problem. But getting trees and bringing them back to camp is. Okay, so we can woodcut now somewhere. Oh, over here. I could see that. Awesome, we've discovered a meadow. And we are researching another beach. I'm assuming what we just looked at with the clothes was where a beach is. That was considered a beach. The sun is fading. Time for the family to make the final arrangements before the night, during which they will chat, drink some water, eat a bit, and sleep. There is nothing set in stone, but a good rule of thumb is to have some food, approximately 1 portable water, and to be sure that fire intensity is high enough so that it won't die down during their sleep. Just click the end day button. Okay, we need more water. But that's fine. We need 3. We do have... No, wait, we have 4 characters and it said we need 1 per character, right? Now, thankfully we did get a lot of water from... today. Actually, I kind of want to just make 5. I think that's good. It gives us a little bit backward. But we did get a lot of wood from the beaver dam. So... I feel comfortable making a big fire. This is probably okay, right? 15? Yeah, if I click again, I'm wasting. If I click again, I'm wasting. So let's not do that. Let's do this, actually. Because we can. And that means that... I think we got a little bit of food from the ship, it said, right? We do need to pick a new crafting plan. No, it didn't tell me what to craft. No, I don't know. Can I also upgrade things? Like if I click on this? Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, but it's all locked. Rest area. Tavern. Do we want a tavern? Enables drinking activity. Enables beer brewing. Harvesting camp. I don't think the tavern is the first thing we need. Cooking pot is probably a good idea, but I need stone for that. I also need stone for the herbalist. I could make a healing tent, but it's super expensive. It's literally gonna take everything we need. We need stone for this, for this, for this, for this. Mining camp might not be bad. We need stone and iron to make more complicated tools. We especially need stone for almost everything before, so this might not be the worst thing, but it would take all our wood, and I'm not at a point where I would feel comfortable using all my wood for something. So we could build a rest area. It's not too expensive, and just sleeping somewhere well is probably a good thing. I think I want this to be my next building project. Alright, let's go to bed, everybody. I love the art style. It's written so... It's drawn so beautifully, all of it. Okay, that's enough for today. Come, everyone. It's time to grab a bite and try to sleep a little. You can start without me. I want to consolidate this shelter some more. Shouldn't overdo it, Eric. The shadows are already dancing with us. She must have been like the high priestess or something of the old clan. The way she talks and the fact that she's apparently like spiritual and whatnot. No, really, I can't. I must do it. It's my fault if you... Not again, Eric. We already discussed that topic. You don't have to take the blame alone for what is happening to us. I really want to kind of know what happened. But you heard like me, honey. The men that burnt our home were after me. They screamed, "Kill the bastard." I'm the bastard. It's my burden to bear. Alone. Oh, he's gotten depressed. What did they call you that? That's a story I'd like to hear. We weren't close to dying from starvation, of course. Yeah, I actually want to hear that story too. How about you tell us, man? We should make traps. The forest must be full of tiny meat on legs. And full of big dangers. I prefer you'd stay here with me. There's plenty to do at the camp. In your dreams, Mom. Yeah, yeah. Alright, they dislike each other. I wonder if this is random or if all of this is scripted. I wonder if these are like random conversations because they all have like the first gave us depression, the second gave like a relationship malus. So I wonder if these are scripted or if these happen every time. Like just because this is the first night. Okay, we have some axes, we have some bags, we're good to cut trees in the forest from now on. I'll let you take care of that. I don't have the muscle for it. You can help too, Mora. You must strengthen your body. You're too weak. Gotta love the Vikings. You're a weak woman. But why are you being mean to her? It's our first night on a strange island. I'm the sister who got the mind, and you got the muscle. With the smirk. And I got both. You sure do, child. Does this mean she likes him more or he likes her more? Cutting trees is tiresome, but hauling them back to camp even more so. Anyone can help, but don't overdo it if you're too tired. You'll just end up hurting yourself. I just want to remind everyone that wood is our main resource for crafting and for keeping our fire. So we shouldn't overlook keeping a steady supply of wood. I love how they're basically giving me a second tutorial with how they talk. Okay, we got 2 dehydrated people. Every night the characters will most likely be dehydrated. The more potable water you give them, the more likely they will rehydrate. Staying dehydrated means penalties, and the dehydration will worsen after the next day. If they reach dehydrated 4 and are still not rehydrated, that night they will die. Drag and drop the allocated ration, one of them, and finally click next. Alright. Okay. I see, I see. So basically we're gonna draw... We're gonna give her one. We're gonna give her one. This is basically just a game of chance. Actually, this has the better chance. This is an even better one. Actually, the less water I give, the more I get out of the water. I don't know, however, if I give this and she's, let's say, still dehydrated, if I can give a second one. I'm assuming I can't, because otherwise it would make only sense to constantly give those. Okay, she enjoyed her drink. She also enjoyed her drink. I love the artist. Like, come on, how can you not love that? They also need to split whatever edible stuff they have. Different foods have different effects. Most of the food is perishable, so a good part of it will rot before the end of the night. They might be better off getting the most valuable out of it. Drag and drop food on each of them until satisfied and proceed to the end. Alright. We only have raw fish. But there's a fire. Can't I put the fish in the fire? Apparently I can't. I feel like I want to put the fish in. Like, come on, you take this stick you're holding. You're holding a stick. Put the fish right there and hold it. You know what? Put it on the back end of your sword and hold it in there. You don't need cooking utensils for that. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna give him a raw fish. He's slightly less hungry. I'm gonna give her some raw fish. He's also less hungry. I'm gonna give her some raw fish. And her. Now, the question is, do we want to eat the rest or do we want to hold on to it? I kind of want to hold on to it, but I don't know how quickly things perish. It said there's perishable food. 20 to 50% of the stock will turn into rotten food each night. Oh, but 50%, that's a lot. But I would be wasting it on them because it's 8 to 12. So I would be wasting it. But if 50% turns, I still would be wasting more if I wait for it to rot. So I think we're gonna eat it. Alright. Everyone had a meal. Had a big meal for the first night. Okay, everyone unfatigued a bit. She's very fatigued from scavenging. The scavenging really has been hard on her. Alright, it's gonna be funny all day. The night effect is, well, arrested and the fire intensity will go down, but everything else is perfect. Sweet. User will still be crafting. How do I actually see? What is needed? Let's take her out for the second and look at this. Check water supplies. Does it tell me what is needed to how do I see which skill is required? Oh, scavenging 35. Okay. So we need a scavenging skill for this, we need this exploration skill for this, we need the crafting skill for this, and we need the scavenging skill for this. So right now we need a lot of scavenging, basically. Who's our best scavenger? How did I look at that? Character sheet. Alright, everyone kinda likes each other. But you're a family that fled together. Like, shouldn't you be like somewhat more attached to each other? Come on. Oh, she's a mystic healer. That's actually an awesome picture of her. I kinda wanna see all these pictures. Sweet. Awesome. Badass. Definitely digging it. But with Face of Foes, oh, I want to read all of them and I want to read all the traits, but we are already at 35 minutes, so I'm going to cut the episode here and we're going to jump straight into the second episode. And we're going to start by having a quick look at the bios and at the traits. I'm actually going to read the bios off screen and just summarize them at the beginning of the next episode real quick, together with the traits. and then we really are gonna dig into the game, because I think this was basically like the tutorial, and now the full game begins. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I am digging it tremendously up to this point, so we are definitely gonna be playing it more, and I'm gonna turn this into a full let's play. See you guys around. I hope to see you all on the second episode. Have a good one. Bye bye, guys.